Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're being good listeners. I hope you're doing well at school and you're being amazing kingdom citizens wherever you are. My name is Sandra and today I am going to share a beautiful Bible story. And I think this story is famous because a lot of people have heard about the story. But again, I have to share with you guys, my kingdom citizens. A long time ago in the land of Israel, there was famine. And if you don't know what famine is, it is a period where there is no food or a very little amount of food to cater for so many people. So because of that, some people left Israel to go to neighboring places where they would find food. Naomi, her husband, and her two sons were one of the families that left Israel to a different land because they didn't have food in Israel and they didn't want to die of hunger. They stayed there for a while. Even her sons got married to two women. Their names were Ruth and Orpah. They were living their lives and doing okay until suddenly Naomi's husband dies. Afterwards, her first son dies. And then afterwards, her second son dies. Naomi is now left with no husband, no sons, only her daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth. Oh my gosh, this was a sad moment for Naomi. The only thing she could think of at that point was to go back to Israel to start off her life again as a widow and as a childless woman. This is such a sad place to be. Well, she called her daughters-in-law Orpah and Ruth and told them that she was going to leave Moab to go back to Israel. They said they were going to go with her. She didn't want that because she felt, why would they want to go back to her own people? I mean, isn't it better for them to stay back with their own people and worship their own God? Why would they want to go back to Israel with her? But they refused. They said they were going to stay with her. She kept pushing and pushing. And after so many cries and hugs and everything, Orpah decided she was going to stay back. But guess what? Ruth insisted. Ruth said, I'm sticking with you no matter what. Where you go, I will go. Your people shall be my people. And who you worship is who I'm going to worship. I am not leaving you. I am staying with you. That tells me a lot about Naomi. I tell you, if Naomi was a mean person, I bet they would leave her as soon as they can. In fact, they will flee away from her, which also means that she is a good person. Naomi goes back to Israel with Ruth, and once she came back into Israel, people recognized her. There were hugs and kisses, and they welcomed her back to Israel, but she wasn't really happy. You know why? I guess you know why. If you don't know, it's because she left Israel with her husband and two sons, but now she's coming back with no husband and two sons because they died back in Moab. When they got back, things were a little bit hard for her. Like, where does she begin? She left Israel a long time ago. So how does she navigate life? Where does she begin? Like, what does she do? She was confused, but Ruth was there with her to sort things out with her. So she said to Ruth, you know what? You can go to the farms and pick up some things from there. Because in Israel, there's a law that when you're harvesting crops, you have to leave the ones on the edge, the ones on the outer part of the farm for the poor people, the widows, the orphans, so that they can come and get them. People who don't have food in Israel should be able to eat. Isn't that cool? People were absolutely happy doing that. So when someone has a huge farm or any kind of farm at all, they would harvest the crops in the middle and leave the ones on the outer part for people who don't have anything to come grab them free of charge. I wish they did something similar now so that everyone will have something to eat. Naomi told Ruth she could do that, so she went to a particular farm. This farm was owned by a wealthy man named Boaz. She was continuously going to that farm because she constantly went there. People started noticing her, people started recognizing her, including Boaz. And then one day he had a conversation with her. He acknowledged her and thanked her for coming back to Israel with her mother-in-law, even though she had every reason to stay back with her people. He told her she was a nice person and that she was free to come anytime to take whatever she wants. He also told his workers to let her take anything she wants, anyhow she wants it, whenever she wants it, without any interruptions. Excited as a child who just got candy, Ruth ran up to her mother-in-law and told her all about what Boaz said. Naomi was ecstatic. What? You mean he said that? You know what? He's a good man. I'm going to tell you what you're going to do to get his attention. Do you guys have an idea of what Naomi told Ruth she could do? Why don't you stick around to the channel, because in my next video, I'll be telling you exactly what Naomi told Ruth to do. And we're gonna also find out if Ruth listened or not and how things turned out for them. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I enjoyed talking with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share this video to as many people as you know. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, why not? Please subscribe to this channel and turn on your bell notification so you'll be the first to know when next I post a new video. Thank you so much, Kingdom Citizens. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.